Holy! Look at all this damage! And we're gonna repair it using Flex Shot. Welcome back everyone, it's me Flourish IVG, and now we're playing Grace on 5v5 and we're using the same build I used last time. I call it the Goddess Grace build. So how does this build work? It's very simple. You buy a bunch of CP items early game to reach your 200 crystal power cap. This cap is for her passive abilities that have a CP ratio. Everything else like her CP ratios and her abilities don't have a cap. Anyways, this time I'm playing jungle and I wanted to test it out Grace as a jungler. Now as a top lane, she does really good, but she doesn't move from top very often. So I figured out that maybe if I play her in the jungle, she might be able to do more stuff. She can move around, she can be anywhere, and it's gonna be more powerful for the team to have that early healer. Early burst healing early game instead of just staying top lane till like, I don't know, 10 minutes. Anyway, so we're playing jungle and I was wrong. She's not very slow. She can farm very efficiently. She just spams her abilities and stuff. And she doesn't take any damage from the jungle, so that's really good. So it looks like my teammate is already doing work. And I find the Viola here. I'm just punishing her. I'm not taking any damage from them. It's early game. I'm not doing a lot of damage either. So there goes Viola. I didn't have my A or anything, so I just ignore her. I see the Celeste, so I use my A, I use my B. We punish her. Bam! That was nasty. Like I said before, Grace is an amazing combo starter. So just right there, I used my A. Celeste was slow. It was enough to like flicker to get close to her. And then Magnus saw the easy opportunity, so he just used his B. And we just CC Celeste to dead. Insane. Easy early kill. So that's what I'm looking forward to playing Grace as a jungler. No, I haven't seen anyone play Grace as a jungler. For very obvious reasons, because Grace is just a hero that is really tanky regardless of what you build. So it's kind of a waste to play here in the jungle if you're not gonna be aggressive. Like most heroes that you play in the jungle that are roamers, they're off tanks, but they can be super aggressive. Like super aggressive. I don't think Grace has that same level of aggressiveness. She's more of the offensive side, in my opinion. But with this Goddess build, the CP ratios, she's gonna have some decent damage. And probably the most important thing about this build is the ultimate and the passive damage reduction that she gets. I believe it's 40% when you reach your cap. So imagine that you're about to kill someone, and then Grace ults that person that you're about to kill, and you immediately all your damage just disappears. So yeah, we punished the Anka. She tried to go for the vision. I don't know what she was thinking. So we're already making plays. So it looks like this Anka has no chance against Kestrel, and especially with me around. An Anka has it very easy against Kestrel. She just needs to get her items and poke the Kestrel. Well, because I'm around, she's not gonna be able to get her items early, so she's not gonna be able to poke her. She gets close, I immediately start punishing her. I immediately start following her. I'm not gonna be able to reach her, but it doesn't matter. I tried to use my B, but I was too early. Koska shows up. For some reason, she stops following Kestrel, which was very questionable. I don't know why she decided to do that, because Kestrel was exposed, and I was not even close to her. So we're making plays. I'm being very aggressive, and Kestrel is like my backup. She's my range, and I'm her shield. So we gotta set it up. We already took bot turret, and that's really good. So Kestrel is gonna get her power spike very early in the game, and Anka is not gonna have enough items to like poke her while she's exposed. They have a Celeste, we have a Magnus, so we don't have to worry about mage versus mage kind of stuff like poking, because we both have poking. The only thing I'm worried about is Anka and Koshka, because they move a lot, and we don't have any CC. It's just me and Flicker, and that's not enough. So I'm taking all this stuff and taking my jungle. I see trouble on top. I see the Flicker here. Just being patient. Oh my gosh, she's here. I got her. Bang. Oh, damn. Where you go? Amazing. Amazing work. So it was a good call for me to go Grace. And it is good to have a Flicker, because having combo starters with Magnus is super powerful. There we go. Magnus is gonna die. I use my ult. He gets healed. As long as I'm around, there's no way this Magnus is gonna die. And if he's having problems like using his B, I have my A to slow people down, so he's gonna have a greater accuracy with B. That's very important. You have to consider when you have a Magnus in your team, is that you want to get heroes that can help Magnus land his stuff. The same when there's a Warhawk or a Celeste. You need combo starters to make those heroes significantly more powerful. And I'm a Grace, and we have an Adagio, so that means I can get close to people, and Adagio can use his A on me, so he can set people on fire, so he can increase his DPS. So Ringo's here, I'm harassing him. He tries to use his ultimate, he for some reason hits the minions. There's not much I can do, so I just ignore the Ringo. I just let Adagio be. I see trouble mid. I have my first item, probably the most important item for any type of CP build. You have to get a Spellfire. Spellfire is like very important. It doesn't give you a lot of CP ratio, like doesn't have a lot of crystal power, but it's very essential. That's the first item I get. Now, I don't think I mentioned the exact build early, but here's where it goes. You have to get 200 crystal power, and the easiest way to get it and the most efficient way is to get a Spellfire first, so you can cut the people's healing, and then you get a Shattered Glass. So you get Spellfire, Shattered Glass, you have Mortal Wounds, very important to kill sustain and be annoying, and then you have the Shattered Glass to increase your crystal power significantly. You get those two items, you reach to 200 crystal power. Alright? Then you get your housing chargers, because they're the best boots in the game. So now that you have a lot of crystal power, oh my god, he's gonna die. He doesn't die because I have crystal power. See, this is exactly what I was talking about. You get crystal power, and that Magnus was gonna die. Didn't happen. Why? Because if you ult someone, not only are they gonna get healed, but those shields around them they give them damage reduction. So literally all the damage that Koshka was doing completely disappeared out of nowhere, and I heal him. I save his life. So yeah, like I was saying, you get Spellfire, Shattered Glass, Housing Chargers, because they're the best boots. You get energy from them, and once you have the damage reduction and all that burst heals, you need help. you need a lot of health. So pulse whip, best health item in the game, and then you get a block, you get a crucible, and then after those two items I will probably go a fountain, and that's basically the build. Well, what about armor items? Well, just remember that the damage reduction is from the shields around Grace, and she gets those shields from two sources: when she's ulting and when she uses her A. So as you saw there, Magnus was gonna die. I ulted him again, and he didn't took any damage at all. So yeah, now the gameplay style. You don't have a lot of armor just when you use your A. So it's very important that you only take damage when you have those shields around you, because if you don't have those shields around you, you're gonna take a lot of damage. And armor, Grace's passive armor is not that great late game, especially when people get bonesaw and they get broken mid. So yeah, make sure you only are taking damage when you have your A. Bang bang, easy. Also, always use your B after you use your A, because you're just gonna be standing still taking damage. But immediately after you use your A, you get those barriers. So if you use your B after you use your A, you're gonna be immobilized, but with damage reduction. So here we are. We're making plays. There's not much I can do, so it's just a complete waste of time. I tried to use my A to do some damage. It didn't matter. Just completely ignore that. I'm gonna see what I can do. It doesn't look like the enemy team knows what they're doing, but they still are doing some damage. So it's a really good place to test this build out. There has been like always a lot of multiple times that Magnus should have been dead, and I was able to save him. I was able to like save his life. So now we see Kestrel here, and she's split pushing, and I'm close to her, so I decide to just stay close to her. Anka is here. She uses her A. Of course, she's not gonna use her teleport. So I'm just here staying close to Kestrel, so if Anka tries to do something funny, I can be close to Kestrel and punish the Anka for just attempting to get close. Seems that we both have the same idea. We were expecting her to teleport, but it just didn't happen. This is my call. She did it. I use my ultimate. Bang! 0 damage from the Anka to the Kestrel. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. She almost killed her. Oh, Celeste ulted from the other side of the map. Celeste is here. I dodged that. Kestrel dodged it too, but she had to go the other way around, and I didn't have my ult, so that was very unfortunate. I'm low health, and like I said, I only get my armor when I'm using my A. And right here, the teammate is making the great mistake that we have a Magnus, and they're not falling back. I have my ultimate. I didn't expect the flicker to die, but I'm just saying my ultimate for the Magnus. Of course, if I was playing a real game, I'd probably say the flicker. Ringo's trying to follow me. I have my passive armor, so I'm not taking a lot of damage, and the dragon is also like attacking me for some reason, which is really annoying. I still have my ultimate, so I don't want to get out of this fight. Anka is here. She's going for the Magnus. I use my ultimate. 0 damage. 0 fucks given. Bam! You got a kill. Amazing OP Grace build. This is probably like the best build I have tried so far. I'm usually not a big Grace fan. I know some of you might play her as weapon power, but weapon power is just dumb. You just deal a lot of damage and you're extremely tanky. But this is This is a more fun build to play than weapon power, because weapon power you do a lot of damage and that's it. And you're just annoying, but this build is actually more fun. You actually have to think how to use your abilities, and you can change a team fight very dramatically. You can turn the tables on for your team, like it's insane. It's insane. I see the Celeste, I use my A. She didn't move fast enough. Ooh, amazing. Amazing work. Oh my god, I use my A again. She gets slowed down. And Magnus is just getting easy kills. Koshka's here. I use my B just to make sure Koshka doesn't try anything funny. I use my A. I stay there, try to slow them down. Keep them in place so Magnus has easy poking. Oh, wow. Wow, that was brutal. She uses her ult, she misses it. Magnus. Magnus is gonna die. I use my ultimate. Did you see that turret shot? He literally didn't took any damage. Oh! We're doing work! Damn, he doesn't even need, Magnus doesn't even need us anymore. Bang! We got another ace! Minions are here, I go for the goal. Bang, bang, bang. That was brutal. Every time Magnus is gonna die, I use my ult, he just doesn't die. Now I would probably recommend using this Grace build when you're like, I don't know, you have someone that is more weak and has to risk his life more often. I would probably recommend using this build for when you have attack on your team, because Taka deals a lot of damage, but late game he still deals a lot of damage, which he dies very easily. So imagine that you're about to kill the Taka and then a Grace ults him. Very nasty. So yeah, I would probably recommend using this kind of Grace build for teammates that usually have to risk their lives a lot. Here in the jungle, I use my A, I use my B, and holy moly, I'm taking a lot of damage. Hopefully I have my damage reduction from my A, so I tank all of that very easily, and it was enough for my teammates to do stuff while I was getting all the damage. Very nasty, very powerful. See, did you see what I did there? I used my A, they all got distracted, and then my team just surrounded them. Very overpowered, very strong. I think this is what Super Evil Megacore was intended. The original plan with designing Grace is to have her with crystal power. That's why they recommend a shard glass in your builds. But people don't buy crystal power. You just build a bunch of defense items and that's it. And it gets really boring. I think this is a better build. I also think the slow on her perk is based on her crystal power. So if someone doesn't move away, what the okay, that was questionable. She just lined up and I killed the other target. Yeah, I think the slow is also based on her crystal power. So yeah, we won. Oh my god, that's brutal. Combo starter, easy pokes for the Magnus. We punish them. So yeah, that's it. That's the Goddess Grace build. A lot of crystal power, and when your teammates is gonna die, you just heal them and they don't die. A lot of damage reduction. That's it. Amazing. Yep. That's everything I have to say. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.